Hey, what's up guys, Scary here and welcome to another video. Today my friends, I'm here to showcase to you guys the game that I've been developing because it's a 1 year anniversary for the development of Panthera. So if you haven't watched any of my videos and you're outside of the loop, I've been making a animal survival game focused on PvE and co-op. The game will come out on PC first and hopefully we can have a little bit of crossplay for consoles because I do want people to kind of join in and help each other try to bring down these medium to big animals because the game will be hard and will also be heavily focused on PvE. And there's a lot of things behind it, but that's just the basic thing of it. For now, as you can see, we have basic AI, which they are kind of still a work in progress. The game is still on its prototype phase because, as you probably know, it's being funded by me, so personal funds. It will take a lot of time to have this game playable. Hopefully in the end of this year we will have a playable prototype for you guys and hopefully launch a campaign where you guys can support so that we can have a few people jumping in the project and have things running smooth and faster so that things can get done a little bit more quickly rather than taking more than 1 year or even months. Now, if you haven't followed my Discord, there's a lot of systems that are already implemented in the game, which are 3 stances. Let me just back here a little bit because we have to eat and drink. It's 3 stances, 5 locomotion animations depending on your stance. We have the eating, drinking, resting, sitting down. We have stamina energy system, a grab dragging system, scent tracking, body temperature and ambient temperature. We have day and night cycle, as you can see. We have night vision, hair growth, environment interactions, and basic AI interactions. Now, the AI was the last thing that we have implemented. We took a little bit of a break on July and the beginning of August because of summer. And as you could see in the beginning, the AI just died. That is basically because they are not yet programmed to eat and drink, which is something that we are currently working on. And hopefully, by the end of this month or the beginning of September, I will be hanging out the game for a couple of people on my Discord so that they can test, give me feedback, and report a few bugs so that it can be adjusted. But keep in mind, only a few number of people will be able to have access and gain a special tag, which is basically the prototype tag, so that you can help me figure out on how to improve and what is missing, where is the bugs, etc. The main goal, of course, is to have by the end of the year, which probably will not happen, but fingers crossed, have a improvement on the movement system, have physics implemented into the game, and also have the AI behavior more advanced. So the AI is currently being worked on by the dev, and he is going to make it so that they can eat, drink, roam, kind of remember where food and water is so that they don't just die like they did. And they also have to rest, have energy, have stamina, they have health bars, hunger, thirst, but still, again, the logic is not really implemented. They have the logic of running away. So depending on the AI on the animal, some will only flee, some will kind of investigate, be curious, attack you, not attack you, and some will be overly aggressive depending on the animal that you come across. So you have to be very careful. We have a very subtle system, which I'm not gonna really spoil, but you have to be very careful on your animal to see what it is. We have the claw and paw system, which I've already shown you guys, where you can kind of take your claws off to deal damage, and you can also retract them to not kind of waste because they do have durability. If we walk a little bit, you will see that the durability will go down, and the only way to kind of restore that it's still not yet fixed, I think, is by finding a tree and try and see if we have the prompt. So you can come here and scratch the tree, and that will eventually restore your claw durability to 100. Currently it's not really restoring, but then we have to kind of fix it. We have different types of health hit points, and again, there will be a lot to do in this game. There will be progression, there will be illness status, a lot still, you know, to be done. But as I said, it's a game that's being personally funded by me, so of course things will take a long time to kind of be implemented, because, you know, I'm just one person funding the game. My objective, of course, as of right now, is to have a realistic movement, which is something that we were trying to tackle but we couldn't. So I'm trying to find a technical and Unreal Engine animator so that he can make the transitions match the animations, because like I said, we have 5 locomotion animations for different type of stances. We have, for example, the sneak, the amble, or the walk, amble, trot, canter, I think that's how it calls. And then we have the running, which is the full speed. And we also have 2 stamina bars, one for the front paws for attacking and running, and the back one for jumping and running. We also have a crouch so that you can scroll. You will have different types of movement. And then we have one that it's the crawl, so you're gonna be more close to the ground, and you can also scroll to try and get closer to your prey. But yet again, it's not really matching the momentum or the animation itself, so I need to bring somebody who's good at making that little connection, so that at least the lion can feel a little bit more realistic in terms of movement. Another thing that I didn't really say is that when we talk about temperatures, do you guys see those trees over there? So trees and bushes are programmed to have a debuff area where it kind of protects you from the overheat. So if you're overheating or if it's too hot, you have to kind of find these trees or bushes and stay there so it's cooler, to try and help you with the temperature management, because exhaustion will be saying you have to manage your temperature, because if it's too hot, your energy will go down pretty fast. Eating and drinking, which we do have to reduce because it's going down pretty fast. So hopefully by the beginning of September, these small tweaks when it comes to food and water will be adjusted. And as for the locomotion, which I'm currently trying to improve a lot so it becomes a little bit more smooth, it's something that I still have to try and find a Unreal Engine technical animator so that things can run really smooth, so that at least you can have the full experience when it comes to the animations, because I think they are actually pretty well done. And if you're asking yourself, what is this box? This is basically a damage box where if you pass through it, it will kind of hit you on your body, and it will kind of tell you where it's being hit. So as you can see, our back leg got down to 0, etc., and our paw, but that will be fixed because the paw shouldn't be taking damage. But overall, that is basically it. You can sit, you can kind of you can sleep, which the transition still needs to be worked on because it's overlapping. So we can kind of sleep. And then we have to go back up, which of course there's also a few animations that are missing, but for now I want to refine and work on the animations that we have, especially on the locomotion side, and then see what we can do from there. Hopefully, you know, with your guys' support and feedback, we can have this work done a little bit more faster. But yet again, because it's personal funds, the game will take longer to come out. So hopefully you guys understand, and hopefully by the end we can have sort of a Patreon or something like that that you guys can kind of support the game, so that we can bring a few more people in and have some experienced people in the game to kind of speed up a few things. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is the current state of the game. There's still not really much to kind of be hyped for, but hopefully those of you who will be able to kind of test the prototype will enjoy, and hopefully you guys will have some pretty cool feedback and find some pretty cool bugs so that we can fix. And bear with me, because it will take a little bit to the game to come out of the prototype stage, because we are tackling every single problem once at a time. And when it comes to AI and in the implementation of AI, we will make it one at a time so that we can nail the behavior, the system, movement, etc. We won't be dumping, you know, 5 AIs or ready assets and call it a day. No, we're gonna start small, one by one, until, you know, we get the full roster on the savannah. And once that is done, you guys can wait for the next one, which probably will be the Asian savannah biome, where you will be able to play as a Siberian tiger. And again, each animal will have its own playstyle, own biome, own problems, so everything will be different and unique. And I will try and make sure that you guys can have a very good and entertaining game to play. So thank you very much for watching. If you guys want to follow Panthera, the link for the Discord of the game will be down in the description below. And if you want to participate, you can open a ticket. Hopefully it will be working by then. If not, just wait a little bit, because it needs a little bit of configuration. And see you guys in September or by the end of the year. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like, that subscribe if you guys don't want to miss more animal survival games, and a comment for the YouTube algorithm. Keto here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care and peace.